Hey guys, and welcome to my channel. David is currently in ATL, Georgia, and as always he spent some time with his daughter Haley. They were seen having quite an amazing time at a game's house, and as always, he was in company of his cousin, Folashade Adeleke, and her children as well. I love to see David the father, David the uncle, because he's quite amazing when it comes to fatherhood and being such an amazing uncle. I absolutely love how he looks out for everyone around him. It's so beautiful to see. I say this to people all the time. If a whole David Adeleke can create time out of his busy schedule to spend time with family, what excuse are you gonna give as a human being? I mean, David is one of the top 3 musicians in the world, and yet he's someone who creates time, like family time. When David wants to spend time with his family, he does. And speaking of family, David's cousin, the governor's son, recently got married. Yes, he recently got married over the weekend. He did his introduction. It wasn't a typical Adeleke event because some of the Adeleke children were not present. So that's just the introduction. I'm sure by the time they get to the proper engagements, wedding, and all of that, the family will assemble and have like a proper party. So guys, what's up? How are you guys doing? I said I was gonna do like a tour and show you guys one of the finest estates in Port Harcourt. If you'd like to see that, say I can't wait to see it in the comment section. I'd like to hear from you guys.
And if you ain't talking about the money, so I return me, get the fuck out my face. And I'm like, I'm so ATL.
High five. Bam. 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 I know you.
Go be bigger. Hey, no. What do you think? Your food.
ATJ.
Slice.
Beast.
Something that
Let's get
that you used to cook with.
Welcome to your house today. Are you hosting us? Yes. Folashade.
Hey. Broken, get this one.
We also want to avoid teaching many of the fish in this habitat as well, since they're a lot more sensitive than our rays. And if you have a shellfish allergy, I would avoid putting my hands in the water, since that's exactly what these guys eat.
This is exactly what my Igbo people call Beke Wabara, or rather what they would say Beke Wabara, because Makachuku, I have never seen this sort of game before. So guys, speaking of present fathers, I want to talk about IVD. Today he called out his in-laws, implying that his children were kidnapped from him after his wife passed, and he made a lot of accusations. But then there's something I want to say. IVD had 7 kids with his late wife. And I'm asking, if he said he wants to have custody of those 5 kids, Does he intend having a blended family with Blessing? I mean, like, Blessing has 2 kids who I don't even think live with her. And you think Blessing, even from all Blessing's actions since IVD's wife passed, you would know that Blessing loathes that woman. So I don't know, does IVD think Blessing will be kind to them? See, and one thing I have to say, IVD went on to show a video of his daughter reading a speech, and to be very honest, she didn't look so good. I don't know, but the gist is that she lives with IVD's 5 children live with their grandmother at Okokomaiko. I hope I got that right, in Lagos State. So my point is this: one thing, that's why I always tell women, in all that you do, no buy, especially if you have children. Like, don't buy a careless or an avoidable buy, because Bimbo's buy was purely avoidable. For those of you who don't know Bimbo, she used to be married to IVD. They started out as childhood lovers. She eloped with him, went on to have 5 kids. Among all her siblings, she is the only person who did not attend the university because she ran away with IVD. Her parents were against the union. She stood her ground and followed him, and their marriage was marred by lots of cases of DV. You know what DV is now? Domestic V on both ends. I would say they were both very, V people. I really can in this Bimbo IVD situation is very dicey, but here's the catch. You know this thing that when partners neglect the emotional needs of their significant others, and it affects them in ways that they start acting a certain way, they become hostile, they become aggressive. We saw that with Annie Dibia, and that was exactly how Bimbo was. So listening to IVD talk about how, oh, I have never cheated on Blessing, I used to be this, now I'm faithful, it kind of broke my heart, because I understand that Bimbo met IVD when he had nothing, and maybe after he got something, he felt a type of way leaving her. I keep saying this thing, it's okay, and I need women to just accept that every relationship will not end the way you envisaged. The fact that you started out with someone does not mean you must end with them. I'd rather things end very early, where you don't have kids, than maybe the man managing you because he feels like he needs to compensate you for sticking with him when he didn't have, and at the end of the day, you both will be miserable. This is exactly like the case of Yoli Duce and his wife as well. They were childhood lovers. Like, I just believe that it's okay for someone to say, okay, have my child, I don't want to marry you, or okay, this is not working. It's very okay. It's better than committing to that person and at the end of the day treating the person shabbily. Imagine IVD saying things like, oh, Blessing wore 36 gowns, and every gown she wore, I cried. I did not marry my previous wife in church. We did only trad. When you say that every dress she wore, I was like, 36 states and capital. I beg go, Tinubu go kuku give you award now. Each state, tears. How do you see? At the end of the day, if IVD truly wants to be in the life of his children, he can approach a court. They're going to have shared custody. He can visit them. He can have visitation rights. He can provide for them. Because I learned they were schooling in Lekki before their mom passed, and they had to move to the mainland to stay with their grandmother. But the thing is, like I said, IVD can care for them. They must not live with him, because if they live with him, I can assure him that him and Blessing will not last, except he decides to ignore the way because she's not going to be an amazing. Do you know what 5 children? Do you know what it means to inherit 5 children? Like 5. Blessing has 2. Should not come and that means 7 children in her house, blended family. That's a lot. And IVD for now, I don't think he's doing anything, so it's gonna be a struggle. My dear women, may not try the survival no matter what. So another importance of living against all odds, if you can, is because, okay, look at now that the freeze said IVD and Blessing's love story is a sweet love story. guys. Like, I don't know. I don't know, but it's so sad that a story we watched, like we basically watched this thing live. Everything happened so quickly, and guys, I have a lot to say about this, but let me stop here.